We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the New York Mets. The D-backs look for their 7th straight victory next. Spencer Howard, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matt, he's going to look to be a little bit better in this one. You could say scattering hits. Allowed 9 hits in his last start. His stuff is much better than that, and he certainly isn't going to be able to give up 9 hits in this one if his team expects to win.
Now at the plate, Eddie James. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone into the upper tank. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly, just like that, and they take the lead.
So digging in now, Gabriel Moreno, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Lifted in the air out to left. James is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Mets leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. All set for the start of the 4th. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Eddie James.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Back up the middle. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently pacing the club here as we approach the midway point of the season. So striding in, Will Benson.
The right fielder, number 16.
Let's go.
Will Benson.
1-1, here it comes. He's running, drives it to deep right field. Meadows moving back, and it's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and the Diamondbacks have stretched their lead now to 4-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno.
Next up for New York, Gleyber Torres.
Up next for the Mets, the second baseman, Gleyber.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. James is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for second in that category in the National League. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Mets strand 1. They trail here 4-0. Striding into the box, Eddie James, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Eddie James.
Hey, come on, baby. See it.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit high and deep out to left field. Left fielder looking up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. His second home run of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ray
baseman.
Bauer. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. This pitch is popped up. Lewis is there, and he's got it for the first out. Leading off the inning, Benny Bender, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Standing in, Eddie James. Already a pair of long balls on his line in this one, so we'll see what else he has in store here.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at-bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
Ready to take his hacks again, Will Benson, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, man, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers that they.
And that's going to plate the runner from second, and it's now a 7-1 game.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
7-1 the final score in tonight's. Arizona jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Thomas Helland gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for the ball game tonight. First for the victorious Diamondbacks, 7 runs, 11 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Mets, 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the New York Mets. The Diamondbacks are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Eric Pardinho gets the starting nod for the Mets. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Hey, stay hot, eh?
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, nice hit.
And the streak is alive. As you can see on the graphic, he creeps ever closer to the big number 56.
Amazing what this guy has been able to do. Think about the pressure every day he gets to the ballpark. Members of the media asking about the streak. Can he keep it going? Is he looking forward down the line? Amazing how he's been able to concentrate through all of this.
Yeah, and how it affects everyone else around him, because everyone's pushing for him to get a knock every night. You can't lose sight of trying to win ball games, but man, the focus of our attention is squarely on this player.
Runners on the move for second, but he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with one away. Into the box, Keston Hiura. And now the Diamondbacks look to push more across in the opening frame. And a double steal try here. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder giving chase. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Stepping in, Eddie James. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Smoke toward the hole.
Way to go. You're here. You're
reach
here.
at first, but he can't flag it down. And he can't come up with it cleanly here in right. And the runner is in from second. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game.
Nice rip.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket, runs scored in ribbies, and this guy's the best in the business right now.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and in at the plate steps Keston Hiura. The 0-1 on its way. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit. Long throw to third. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on.
And a big part of the problem has been a noticeable lack of power. They're near the bottom of the league in both home runs and slugging percentage, which in today's game makes it very difficult to generate very much in the runs column. One member of the front office told me, you have to be able to drive the baseball, even if that doesn't always mean hitting home runs.
Stepping up to the plate, Eddie James. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. Carroll isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. He comes across to score as they push their lead to 3 now. And he'll get in there safely. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seen the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hand back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Will Benson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to first. Throw to the plate, and now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. And he'll be tagged out as he got caught between third and home. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Eddie James. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here.
Here we go.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Torres is under it to make the catch to end the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left on base. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Diamondbacks 6 and the Mets 2. All set for the start of the inning, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Eddie James. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Dan, some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep and finding a way.
Oh, and they've got him picked off. The tag, and he is safe on a very close play at the bag.
You know the defense wants that play back. They had him totally picked off when he took off early, but they just couldn't finish him off. We'll see if that comes back to bite him here.
James leads off second with nobody out. Runner's on his way to third. Back up the middle.
Stand up, stand up, stand
and
up.
that is through into center field, a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Good job, good job.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Standing in, Gabriel Moreno. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Moreno.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. James is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Wow, that's 8 wins in a row, and it seems like they can't do anything wrong. When you're riding a streak like this, you eat the same food, you drive the ballpark the same way, you do everything the same because you don't want to do anything to jeopardize this streak.
10-4 the final in this game. The Arizona Diamondbacks jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Levi Kelly earns his 6th winning decision in this one. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game tonight. First for the victorious Diamondbacks, 10 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the New York Mets. The D-backs are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Derek James gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
Striding in, Eddie James. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
That was a nice job to track that one down to the alley because it definitely saved the run from scoring. Instead,
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Eddie James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish.
And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center. And this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run. So it's a two-run shot to right center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Ready to take his hacks again, Eddie James, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Ready for another shot now, Will Benson. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Will Benson.
And there he goes towards second, but he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with 1 away.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now the double steal is on here. Torres scoops it up. Only play here will be at first, so with the runners breaking, no shot at a double play. The tag, and he is out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in,
Now
Ray Bauer.
Third baseman, Ray Bauer.
That's lifted the other way out to left. James is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Now to the plate, Austin Meadows. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Austin Meadows.
The 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. James will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Eddie James will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. From the stretch. He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and the inning will continue. Lewis blows through the stop sign, headed for home. He'll score easily, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
And no chance on the throw, so a great effort, but that'll be scored a base hit.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Row, and you can.
So coming to the plate, Eddie James, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. First offering on its way. Hot shot on the ground is short. Fielded cleanly.
Beat it out.
On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Austin Meadows.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back in. Hey, a nice win for them all around, and an even better way to start things off on the first day of summer, when every team looks ready to get on a roll.
8-1 is the final score this afternoon. The Arizona Diamondbacks led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Dario Agrizal earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Derek James couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line.